Hello, Amber's party. It still won't let me go live in this group, and I don't know what the heck that's about, but I'm not happy about it. This is life. We are stopped at a Flying J right now, and I just washed my face in the truck stop bathroom with the Calendula soap. And I'm going to do my makeup for you guys real quick. So I always start with primer. I use this primer, the Vfx. It's a silicone primer. We have two kinds. So this one is a clear gel. The other one is a white. This one is pore minimizing. It's going to blur your pores. And, oh, mine just went blank. It's going to give you a matte finish, okay? The other one is going to give you a more glowy finish. So this is really, this little dot is all you need for your whole face. So I'm going to screw the lid back on. And I'm just going to work in my fingers and just apply it like I would moisturizer, basically. Just going to try to rub it all in. Try and do this quickly because my husband and his friend are in the Flying J getting us lunch, and I don't want to be doing the video when they come out, so this is gonna be quick. Okay, so I showed you I wore a matte yesterday, the matte stuff yesterday. Let's see what else I have with me on this trip. I have BB cream in here, but I'm not sure if I have it in my shade. I don't. Alright, that's alright. By the way, if you place an order and you want to have a sample of one of our foundations, just tell me and I'll be happy to mail that out with your package as well as a catalog. It's no extra cost to you. If you want to try something like that with your order, I don't mind sending it out to you for free. So this is the Vfx Foundation. And I'm going to use this because I have the sample already open. I really like this foundation. However, I still have a lot of the matte, and I'm the kind of person who likes to own one thing at a time. So once I run out of the matte, I'll probably order this. So same thing here. Alrighty. And if you ever wonder how to color match your skin, if you're at like Sephora or something like that, you want to put it on your cheek, not the back of your hand. And if you rub it in and it disappears, that's the right color. Okay? Little tip for you. And this is not a pharmacy brush because I don't own any of them yet. This is just a very dense brush that my sister-in-law bought me, I think from Walmart. When you're applying your foundation, you want to make sure whatever brush you use is really stiff if you're doing it with a brush. I often just use my fingers, but I did use this yesterday to apply my Stay Matte and really liked the way it looked, so we're doing that again today. All right. They're playing He Is We here at the Flying J. It's a older band. I don't even know if they're still a thing anymore, but my sister and I used to listen to that when we were in high school. So, long time ago. I did not pack my concealer with me. Silly me. So I'm just going to put a little extra around my eyes. Oh. And then fill her back. So, what'd you guys get?
Free food. Oh, I got food. For you. And I didn't know what you would want, so I got you Tabasco and mustard.
Sounds good.
Can I have the keys?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna leave it because I want to eat my pizza.
I had to have the keys to get in the car.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're sitting up.
Of course I am.
I don't understand how you can sit on something like that. I have 2 corn dogs.
Woohoo! Corn dogs.
Corn dog.
Something in Asar's voice made Caden pause.
Can we
He glanced
pause the
around again at the
audiobook?
small.
Thank you.
You don't like the soothing sound of his voice?
I mean, it put me right to sleep a couple minutes ago.
Alright. Same thing for this food. Pray that we'll have safe rest of the drive today. Pray that we'll get there quickly and just name them.
Amen. Oops.
I think that he was secretly just wanting to write a book about Caden, and he was like, "How do I write a character about, or write a book about somebody that was lost in memory, and release it in a way that it's slow enough and it doesn't, lose?" And it's like, here we go. But if you think about it, even the names come down to Caden mostly for the books. Shadowfoot was lost, his memories. That's the only one that I can think of. I tried to think of like if it was anything hinted towards Davian. No, he didn't really lose that much.
Ashalia? Asha? Their friend? A shadow of what was lost?
She actually lucked out more than them. Not in the beginning. Towards the end. She got to do a lot more impact than, not were necessarily, but definitely did. In my opinion. Now, the only thing that I was very confused about was the Shabrakim.
The what?
The Shabrakim.
Yeah.
They were a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Still confused about them if they're good or bad.
I want you to know, pretty sure the entire series is a whole convoluted mess of, I'm not sure what this person is.
Yeah. That's what makes it good, though. I can imagine you reading that for the first time with all that stuff and just being like putting the book down, thinking for a few minutes, then reading another little bit, putting it down for a few minutes, thinking, what's happening?
I made the mistake of reading the third book when it just came out, like 2 or more years after the second one. I had read the second one. So if names are already confusing to you, imagine going a couple years without reading any of it and not deciding to do a reread of the first 2 books.
Well, he has so many characters that it's like, it's actually kind of hard to keep everything, Brandon Sanderson's characters, I can remember each one of them. It's just this book. For some reason, I guess it's just because it feels like each chapter is like a lore dump. And so you're just like, there's just so much.
Also, maybe because you're not actually reading the name. Sometimes if you read it and you're looking at the word, it's easier to retain than if you hear it.
Justin is rereading the Great Codes right now. You know, last time we talked about the Great Codes, we were talking about Wobber won a huge end at the end, but Kenny made a fantastic point. He said if you look at the entire series, it's the perfect ending, because he said it is not, there's never a happy ending, because the entire book series is supposed to be a tragedy. It is not supposed to be a happy ending. It's not supposed to be, there's not supposed to be really any hope. And like, he's like, some things were kind of stupid, like we were talking about, like the king and everything, but he goes, but that's the point of it, is that the entire series is nobody's perfect. These guys, you know, like, it's literally people were trying to make Kaladin happy, which was wrong.
I mean, Tokyo.
Sorry, yeah.
The Saints were just weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a really weird addition, but I don't know why.
I like the concept.
I like the concept, but it was just like, I don't know.
But it is true, if you look at it that way, it kind of changes your perspective, because it is like, it's supposed to be. Like, the entire series is that way.
That letter, though. The letter.
Yeah. Justin said the second time he read it through, it hurt him harder. That's the book that Kenny said legitimately made him cry because of that letter.
I cried in the letter.
It's pretty sad. Really sad.
forget which campaign it was. But I don't know that you would have picked up or noticed when they were doing that flashback with Caden's murder before he murdered all of the village. And I don't know why I still have my mask in my throat. He's like, he couldn't have used compulsion, otherwise Alaris would have found him immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I had used Alaris as the name for one of the characters in the campaign that we were going